Now we're going to start doing some shadow and highlights to make our wood panel look more three-dimensional. Here's a panel I did previously, and you can see how I got the three-dimensional look. We're going to assume that our light source is coming from the top left. I mixed up a new batch of the root beer and black mixture. Took some Auto-Wear transparent root beer, added a few drops of Auto-Wear transparent black, and add a little bit of 4011 reducer to reduce it down a little bit. I didn't use the same root beer black mixture that I used for the grain because it was way too reduced and had way too much ETAC conditioner or glycerin, and it just made the paint difficult to manage when doing the shading. So why make things more difficult? Just mix up a new batch, take some root beer and black, make a sort of a dark brownish color, and put a few drops of 4011 reducer, and we're going to get on to our shading. Half on the masking, half on the wood frame here. And just want to do about maybe a ½ inch. Do a little at a time. Light coats, about 2 inches away. Alright, I've got my shadowing done here, here, and here. Now we need shadow actually on the bottom of over here also. So to make it easier for myself, I'm just going to turn it over, and I'm going to shadow here. Okay? I just have to put a little right along the top. Oh, it's really the bottom. Alright, I have my shadows done here, here, and down here. And now we need the highlights. Remember, our light source is from the top left. So our brightest area is going to be right in here. Okay, the light's going to catch the top of this. It's going to catch the side of this. And it's also going to catch right here in here, the top in here. Okay, so we're going to highlight that. We're going to use some, what I did is I took some Wicked Detail White, about 1 part of Detail White, 2 parts of Wicked Transparent Base to make our white more transparent, and then I added some, you can add some Wicked Reducer or Auto-Wear 4011 Reducer, it's the same thing, and reduce it down to the consistency of about skim milk. And that's what I have in the airbrush right now, and I'm going to very lightly highlight this, very subtle, not too much white. Here we go. Half on the panel, half off the panel. About 3 or 4 inches away. Nice light spray, very little trigger. You definitely don't want to overdo the white. Just want to give it the hint of highlight. Fade it off as I go to the right. and then we're going to hit spray down here as well. For that, we have to get a little closer, trying to keep our overspray off our shadow areas. About 2 inches away, half on the masking, half onto the panel. I'm barely pressing back on my trigger. Before I mask off the interior, the darker wood of the panel, just want to give you a quick look to show you what it looks like with the highlights, the shadows on the frame area, and give you a close-up. Of that. The only thing we're missing are the shadows that frame is throwing onto the panel, and that will get you right now. I mixed up a batch of the red oxide and black, added some 4011 reducer, reduce it down just a little bit, and I'm at about 30 psi my renegade velocity, and now we're going to hit the shadows here and here. These are the shadows that the frame are throwing onto this, because the light source is here. So it's going to throw a shadow here and here. So let's airbrush that now. And going down here, I'm going to do a little, very light shadow. You know, light's coming from this way. There's going to be some shadowing where the two pieces of wood meet. Alright, there we go. We're done. I'll give you a nice close-up. The only thing now is to give it a nice clear coat. Alright, thanks for watching my video. And if anyone has any additional interest in the airbrushing realistic wood grain, I did write an article that's in issue number 35 of Airbrush Technique magazine. A written how-to article on the complete realistic wood grain process. And again, that's issue 35 of Airbrush Technique magazine. Oh, by the way, Airbrush Technique magazine is available online at airbrushtechnique.com. You can get the online subscription, or you can order a hard copy as you see here. Thanks again, everyone.